we're into a really productive period in Spain. I got the pleasure of coming over here to catch up with the guys maybe 3-4 times a season, and the season starts in September and finishes in kind of May when we hand over to the UK. The core team over here are Damien, Adi, Simon and John, who basically together bring one of the most complicated watercress production facilities in Europe to perfection every year.
Hi everybody, my name is Adrian Taylor, but they call me Adi. I've been here in Spain, in Jerez de la Frontera, for about 24 years now. Started off cutting land crops, now I'm cutting watercress. We're one of the biggest farms in Europe. We produce a very good quality crop. Basically we harvest between 30 and 35 tons a week. We have a staff mainly of about 17 people working on the farm. They work really well, they understand the quality and what we need to achieve. Everybody does a very good job.
My name is John Fitt. I am the general manager of Watercress, which is the Spanish farm of the Watercress company. Watercress was established in Jerez, in Andalusia, southern Spain, wine country, in 1986. We currently have 2 farms in Jerez. We are now in the farm called Rocío, which is the largest watercress farm in Europe. We have another farm called Finca Fui, which is slightly smaller than this one. Currently employ 27 staff and produce approximately 1 million kilos of watercress a year.
Most of our cress goes back to the UK, which takes about 36 hours from harvest to get into the UK, and then it's taken to our main company at TWC, and then they dispatch it out to different clients. So it keeps us busy, keeps us out of trouble.
The experience that the guys have got, and we're talking about probably 30-35 years worth of farming experience in this location growing watercress, allows them to not really predict what's going to go wrong, but to actually make the decisions immediately as soon as the weather changes or there's a pest infestation. You know, we can get winds called the Levante winds, which blow from as far as the Sahara and dump sort of red sand all over the crop. The storms and rain events, we have to put netting on to cover the crop. So there's all sorts of little sort of techniques that we bring to our defence in order to avoid loss. And that is our biggest fear. Every single bed across the farm has a very clear plan of what it's going to do. But then halfway through the season, something changes. You know, the weather starts playing up and we end up having to change growth curves. And that's where Damien comes in, because he's the guy that's got the skills to decide where and what we do with every single bed. It's like a game of Tetris. He is the best Tetris player around because he literally is changing the shapes of where the beds go. And by doing that, what he enables is this constant supply. Because our job is to produce 30 to 40 tonnes of watercress every single week without fail.
My name is Damien. We're here on our organic farm, Los Potros, where we've been sending organic watercress throughout the winter period to our UK company, the Watercress company. My role here is as production and technical manager, so I hopefully try to produce the best quality crop I can throughout the year. For this aim, we're testing crop on a weekly basis, testing our water source, we're swabbing to check all our surfaces are clean and to verify that our cleaning practices are top quality. We're showing our analysis to the auditors and to the clients so they can have the confidence that we're growing to the highest standard.
As individuals, they have so much pride in what they do. They find a way to make the plan work no matter what the conditions. That energy and drive they've got, you can't go and recruit for that. That comes with years of experience, but also the determination not to fail. On top of the managers, you've then got the staff. This isn't a business that you can bring agency staff in to help pack boxes or fill boxes with orders. It's all about understanding where to be and what to do at exactly that right time. So harvesting starts pretty much still in the dark, but every single member of staff needs to know where they are and what they're doing right the way through that harvesting cycle. We've only got a tiny window. We've been growing the crop for, say, 6 weeks, but that 6 weeks then just literally condenses down to just a few hours of harvesting. And the guys that do that just know exactly where to be and what to do. It's like a choreographed dance, and everyone has their own position and they know exactly what they've got to do, and that makes this business efficient. Productivity is all about making sure you've got a team that are well trained, they're motivated, they're well rewarded, and they're cared for. My first job is always got to be making sure the staff are happy, they're motivated, but also they're happy to do the job with us, because the crop grows itself. If you've got great staff, you don't have to think too much about the crop, because imagine you've got 25, 30 people over here and they've all got a part in growing that crop. It makes the job really easy.